from here, 5 yards away, I could tell that's a Guilford Yuma right there. This field has been harvested, the potatoes brought in, but I'm at Notchville, at least the first section of it, in the fall of North Carolina. A site behind the water easements and the lakes of my town. Common view, but a great fall. Midday, middle of the day, I don't mind. I'll skip lunch every time. I'll come out here and pray and thank God for sustaining, protecting our nation, our president, you name it. And if I see anything, I'll pick it up, like this. And I have to show you some pottery that I found. It's an absolute incredible thing. I didn't get to show you yesterday, and the pottery's from the garden. The garden blows my mind. Now look at this. This stuff is gone over. Washed out, gone over. A lot of potatoes here. I'm surprised the bears or the deer have not got out here and eaten them, but there's just way too much overage of potatoes. Yep. And this Guilford Yuma is just sitting wide open. Now, Guilford Yuma, I see the tip looks a little flat, looks a little chipped, but Guilford Yuma is always worth filming. Supposedly or purportedly, the Guilford Yuma is the oldest form of Guilford here in North Carolina. Nice picture, right? I'm trying to stay out of the light of it. Just right up on this. Crazy, right? But look at this before we check that out. This is what comes from around here. That's why I just came out here and decided I'd give up a lunch. I don't mind. I often just fast lunch and pray, and there's a lot of things going on in life. So get focused and what have you. Take an hour or so and go to a spot that you know is successful. How do I know? Because of this sort of thing right here. That's an honor point. I brought that out today. That's the kind of stuff that comes from these areas. I mean to tell you, right? That'll keep you coming back. Then some pieces that I found here. And look at yesterday. I want to show you something. Unbelievable pottery pulled in at the garden. Another lunch. Look at, and you don't just find pottery with pieces this big. I mean, the garden is crazy. It's called the garden because I find pottery like this. And look at this closely with the sand they use for tempering in quartz. And then this is a prize piece. Look at this piece. A rim. Look what they did to the top of that edge. And look at the piece behind it. Look how different it is, even in the pattern on the pottery. One looks like they rolled maize over the top of it. The other looks like they pressed it into a wicker basket to form its edge. We've got a top edge on this. That's incredible. With the inside of that edge detailed. I mean, look at that. And then there's a black, tempered, smooth inner part of that pot. Ancient North American Indian. It's crazy. But that pottery is just spectacular. I mean, if you collect pottery, you know. Jonesy, you know. A lot of people know. That's an incredible piece right there. Crazy. You just don't find them that big either. They just, but it's just worth it. Good find. Don't even know how to put it up there so I can get a good view. Oh, there we go. Maybe I got it there. Nice pottery, right? Now let's check out that Guilford Yuma. Might be the only thing I find till I need to get on out of here. Of course, I'm not using the names, the lakes, and the waterways. right from there. And look at that. Here's something for you. That is an impact fracture. Nothing wrong with that. Indicative of what it was used for in the history of it. Could have got lost in that throw. Atlatl commissioned this thing some 6,000, 5,000 years ago, or more, to Guilford Yuma. Definitely, possibly, more. But I'll just speak conservatively. The Guilford Yuma, just so you guys remember, has that concave base. All right. Nice piece. Nice piece. Appreciate you tuning in to Indian Trace. Hope you find out there.